Hey, so I bought a Bambulab printer and I'm extremely happy with it. However, I know that in past, Bamboo was criticized for not securing customer data properly. So in this video, I'd like to find what the state is right now by spoofing my P1P and reading all of its transmitted data. So the plan looks like this. The printer is connected to my Wi-Fi network. What that means is that everything it wants to share with the outer world has to go through this router. This enables me to do something called a man-in-the-middle attack. Using a technique called ARP spoofing, which I will not dive into in this video, I can fool the printer into thinking that I'm the router, and also fool the router into thinking that I'm the printer. This way, every time the printer wants to communicate something, it goes through my computer. I can then use a software called Wireshark and capture all the packets and then analyze them. So the first step is to find the IP address of the printer. This can be easily done by scanning my network with the printer off, and then again after turning it on. The one new IP address that appeared in the second scan is what we are looking for. So the first thing I want to do is to try this spoof attack on my phone, so I actually can verify that it works. So I check the IP address and prepare the command, which is this. This ARP spoof command just does what I described previously, and I input the IP address of the target, which is the 71, which I checked on my phone, and the second one is my router, which I know for a fact is this address, 138. So if I execute it, it starts spoofing, which basically means it starts sending special commands to let both the target and the gateway know that I'm both of those. And now if I open up Wireshark, I should be actually able to go to google.com and yep, and now it starts capturing the data. Now I cannot actually see the contents of the page because it's encrypted, and there is also not as much packets that one would expect. That is because I already tried it and it's actually cached on my phone, so it just looked up a bunch of things. But if I go to a different website, it should display a lot more. So for example this, yeah. So this works. So let's actually do the printer now. So what I can do is to execute the same command, which I did previously, just with a different IP address, which is, I already have it prepared, but we found it's 119. So if I do this, it again starts spoofing, and I have to adjust the filter in Wireshark to see the packet. And there we go. So there's a lot of stuff. I think what I'm actually going to do is to let it run for a while, because the printer is now in standby mode. And I want to try to run it for a while in standby mode, then try to send a small print file here to see how the data looks like. Whether it's encrypted or not, it should be encrypted probably. And then also try to start the printer, like to power it on and see if it sends any suspicious data. So I'm going to capture it all in like 10 minutes and then analyze the data afterwards. So looking at the traffic of the printer in standby mode, there is not much really. There's those repeating packets being transmitted over and over from the printer, and also from 3 different servers, which are those IPs ending in 25, 233 and 104. So this is some UDP messages, which is a transport layer protocol, and they don't mean much. It's some kind of unreadable data. It's probably some kind of health check, heartbeat data. The weird thing is that one of the servers, so like Bambulab should be only connecting to a printer from your region servers, which means that I should be seeing something like Frankfurt or so. But what I'm actually seeing is United States, Virginia, then Hong Kong, and then finally England, which is more reasonable. So this is one weird thing, but it doesn't seem like much. It's just some heartbeat data. It doesn't transmit anything sensitive, it seems like. So the printer is now printing, and I just wanted to show that like in this state, it is very similar to the standby mode. There is some packets which we will take a look at later, but as you can see, I have the Bamboo Studio app open, but I don't have the video feed live. Now if I turn this live feed on, it actually starts sending those large chunks of data. And there is something really unexpected here, which is quite a surprise. And that is the fact that if you take a look at those IP addresses, this is the video feed, obviously. This is the large chunks of video data. And this is actually not being transmitted to any kind of cloud server, because if you look at the IP address, it goes from the 10.0.0.119, which is the printer, to another 10.0.0.30, which actually happens to be my computer. So it sends the video feed directly to my computer, to the Bamboo Studio app, which is interesting, and which is actually really good, because I was wondering what this port 6000 is used for, and it's obviously used for that. So it's a server that my computer can connect to, and then it directly through my router sends the data, which is actually perfect. So I was trying a bunch of different stuff, looking at the traffic in different scenarios, and to be honest, I didn't find any, except the Hong Kong server and the USA one. I didn't find anything unusual. I guess they fixed it all, and everything seems to be pretty secure.